Hey there, Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Moon, Capricorn Rising. Welcome to your mid-month of September reading. We'll do a quick recap of what we got on the first part where we did the monthly. But I will link it right here at the end in case you want to watch the whole thing. But very quickly, we have this 5 of summer as the energy you find yourself in, and it could be because it's just the end of the summer. Maybe you feel like you didn't have enough fun, and there is a need to bring some balance into your life if that is the case. But there's just sort of a disappointment. So we have 3 fives. We have the 5 of summer, we have the 5 of pentacles, and the 5 of swords. And so those are indicative of changes that need to be made and that it looks like you're willing to make, because we have the King of Swords and we have the King of Pentacles. The energy in your subconscious. This is, I know my value, I know my worth, I know I can do more, and I'm going to. I'm just going to manifest and create. You're focusing on this beautiful Ace of Pentacles, this new idea, this thing that you are sure is going to grow, and it has the opportunity to really grow, because here we have the 9 of Pentacles in the opportunity. We have 2 9s here in the opportunity and the challenge. So the challenge, though, is the 9 of summer coupled with this 9 of Pentacles, 9 of autumn here. But the 9 of autumn says to reach out to others, and the 9 of summer is showing there's an emotional connection and an emotional assistance that is available to you. And you did get the shared inspiration. This is finding that soul tribe, those people that lift you up and carry you forward. And so there is help for you out there. There's somebody who gets you. There's somebody who understands you. And this is about keeping our attitude as positive as we possibly can. Your superpower to work with is the Chariot, taking actions that are in alignment with your ultimate goal. Right? Like almost as though there's so much to do, right? But what should I do first? Well, will this move me toward my goal? And sometimes, because we all are limited in how many hours there are in a day. So here, the advice for you is the 4 of autumn with the 6 of spring, which is like the 6 of wands. And it says, manage your resources wisely. Achieve a balance of how you spend and save your money and help out those less fortunate. And wonderful news is on the way. Smart choices that bring rewards, success, and public recognition. So that was the advice. Like you're going, the advice is you're going to win. And so with that first week, there was this walking away from disagreeable people or disagreeable circumstances in order to move the wheel of fortune. And the second week, we had the 8 of Cups. And the 8 of Cups says the desire for a more meaningful life. Realizing that it is time to move on, choosing to make major life choices. And so when we find ourselves now looking toward next summer, I believe, because we have the summer expansion. So you may have had some expansion on something this summer, but I feel like it's leveling up to the next summer. We have the guardian of the totem guardian here to protect us. We have the Kingfisher, which does suggest that you're going to have to be patient, but there's peace and the abundance that is coming in, and there's an abundance of love coming in. And the Peacock. And the Peacock is your vision and your wisdom. And this is the card of Hera. And Hera is conjunct Venus at the time of this new moon in Virgo that is happening on the 14th. It is happening on the 14th at 9:40 p.m. at 21 degrees and 59 minutes. So that 22 degree mark, which is very important. It is a very important and key number. And in fact, Venus and Juno, Hera, are exact conjunct. They're at 14 and 15 at this time. But at that full moon at the end of the month, when we get to the full moon in Aries on the 29th, they are exactly conjunct at 22 degrees. And they are squaring with Uranus and Taurus at that time. And so this is like this big explosive energy of I know my value and I know my worth. And so it is some really fabulous energy that we are working with. There's some really powerful energy this month. There's kite energy, which is really focusing on your dreams and your goals. The top of the kite is this energy around Neptune and Pisces. So what is the vision? What is the dream? What is the goals? And that all showed up here. And so let's take a look at what superpower you could be working with right now to help you with the remainder of this month. And we'll get some advice also. And then we will take a look at the last 2 weeks, including the moons, the new moon and the full moon, to kind of wrap up the advice here for the second half of this month. I do want to invite you to subscribe and hit the notification bell, because we're going to look at what we can do to be more successful next week. We're going to do a success reading. And so here we have for your superpower, the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Spring. It says it is time to take action. This new moon in Pentacles, this new moon in Virgo is this Ace of Pentacles energy that you've been focused on, and now it is time to take the action. But this is action that is intuitively and divinely guided, because we have the High Priestess. So really connecting in with your higher self to really have the wisdom to know, to trust your instincts about what step to take as you are moving through this energy. And so really pay attention to the insights, because this kite energy I was talking about, it is assisted by Uranus and Taurus. And Uranus and Taurus, Capricorn, in your sign you've got Pluto, and in Virgo is Mercury, and Mercury moving forward now. They are forming, or I guess at the new moon. Anyways, no, that's at the full moon. There's this energy there of this grand trine. And that is a nice flow of manifesting energy, whatever it is that you want, and totally supports you, and it supports what you want. And so be fearless and happily pursue your most treasured dreams. That is that Neptune energy that everything is focused at. It's pointed at it. It's like, let's do this. So, and also says amazing career opportunities. This is in your superpower. Let's see what the advice is for you. And the advice is Strength card. Okay, so we've got kind of like this patience, endurance, and we're looking to next summer to really see the expansion. And so in typical Capricorn fashion, we have to put in the work. So Saturn will be like, yeah, okay, we'll give you the reward. So Saturn's also in Pisces, and Saturn will be moving closer and closer over the course of the next, year, toward a conjunction with Neptune. And so he's helping us to build the structure around our dreams. But it says the grace and inner strength needed to overcome the challenges. And you have 3 5s, so there's a lot of challenge this month. The power of kindness and forgiveness. And it is time to embrace how wonderful you are. And this actually also makes me think of Venus and Leo, because it is the Leo card. And we've got, again, Hera or Juno in conjunct with Venus in Leo right now, really helping push this energy forward. If you're a Capricorn rising, that is your 8th house of transformation. So it's a very powerful driver. So let's take a look at the energy for the week of the 17th through the 23rd. What can you expect? We have the 4 of Winter and the 8 of Winter. Oof. All right. So after a new moon, the 13th, 14th, and 15th. So after the new moon, our energy is really low. And you may be feeling a little stuck, a little sluggish. Mercury stations direct on the 15th, and it's going to be still in storm for the next, 6-7 days or so. And so that takes us into that 4th week before things start to feel like they're moving forward. So having this 4 of Winter and this 8 of Winter, so the 4 of Swords, 8 of Swords, doesn't necessarily make me too overly concerned. I do think you may be a little bit up in your head when you should be meditating, because the high priestess for a superpower and the 4 of Swords, that means that less worry, more meditating, I think will help you to be able to decide what the next best step is, right? And so there's a need to really believe in yourself. So set aside your concerns and focus on the inner voice to lead you and guide you, to really connect in with your higher self and make intuitive choices. And if for a week you choose to do nothing and make no big moves, I think that's a good idea, just because Mercury isn't up to speed yet. He doesn't actually clear shadow until the 18th of October, but right around the beginning of October, that 1010 gateway in particular, everybody's pretty starting to click along. And so it's okay to rest, to delay, to pause, right? That's just the energy of it. But that last week with that full moon in Aries, you get the Empress energy. And so there's a real push forward, and it'll be the time to take the action with the full moon. So coming off the energy of the new moon, a little contemplation, a lot of working with your higher self to figure out what you need to do, but not worrying so much about it, more like being open to receiving downloads and insights, because remember, Uranus and Taurus is working with you. Uranus and Taurus is also at 22 degrees. And so Uranus and Taurus is also at a critical point and very helpful at this time. And so using that energy to receive the information that you need and just be open to receiving it. And so this is the power of creativity and success that allows for a life of luxury. You have the Six of Wands card of success. You have the victory card of the Ace of Wands. You have the Chariot, another victory card. You have the Wheel of Fortune victory card. You have so many victory cards on here. It is a matter of staying in the highest vibrational energy and really seeking the answers from within. I don't think you find them so much with everyone else. I do think that you may want to turn to your friends to help keep your so if you're feeling a little down, call a friend up and say, hey, let's go do something fun and take your mind off of things, like redirect your energy. Oh my gosh, and as I say that, you get the card of delight. It's a cute little sparrow. All right, so sparrows are very community oriented. Oh my gosh, they show up at the feeder here. Used to be I had like 3 pairs. Jacks and Jills is what I call them. You know, Jack Sparrow from from the Pirates of the Caribbean. Okay, so but now it was like 20 because they all had so many babies. They come like a little flock and they eat like little buzzards. They clear everything out, right? But there's very much they're playing, they're enjoying life, and they're very community oriented. And so I think when you are feeling a little bit blue, a little bit down, just phone a friend. We have follow the leader and ride the wave. And this ride the wave is, again, looking for those that will assist you, will work with you, will keep your spirits up, right? The challenge is to keep our spirits out of the Five of Pentacles, out of the sense of lack, and instead be grateful and enjoy what we want. And then, wow, the follow the leader. We get all these little ducks. So first of all, it's about getting your ducks in a row. There is a clock on the tree, and it is fall. So like there is a cycle for everything. And there's something else that's coming through on that. I just want to see. So this is for that new moon right there, right before we get the solstice. I mean the equinox on the 23rd. Every life is a teaching tool for others. Your authenticity and honesty are an example to those around you. That's what this is. The Six of Wands. You are an example. So living in your integrity is what's going to do that. You are being called to lead by example. Your wisdom, that King of Swords here, is a result of your bravery in the adventures of your life. You have learned so much through everything that you've overcome. And some people might look at you sometimes and go, how are you still standing? And they're impressed by you. And I think that's where you get set up on the little horse here. So your suffering has been crystallized into wisdom, and you must now share it. By being fully authentic, you will lead others into the light. You will be required to divulge some things about your past so that you can help someone else. Lead with love. There is another message here as well. Look to those whose great character and accomplishments you admire, and then emulate the leaders you respect, and you will then in turn have more to offer. Ooh, I like it. All right. Full moon in Aries happening on the 29th. It's happening at 5:58 a.m. Eastern Time Zone in the U.S. It is happening at 6 degrees of Aries. That moon will have just crossed over that Pisces energy again, and it's actually in conjunction 10 degrees of that energy of really focusing on what our dreams and our goals are. And you have reflect on your priorities. Practice gratitude, right? So count to your blessings. I swear I thought we had another one come out. I guess not. There's a lot of cards here. Okay. And let's get the last card. Or two. I never know what's going to come out. So, reflect on your priorities with that full moon. Understand, really figure out what it is you want. Practice gratitude. I would say this next 2 weeks, really focusing on that, being proud of how far you've come, understanding you've learned so much along the way, and counting your blessings. And you have the B, believe in yourself. You are capable of more than you realize. Take your interests and passions. This Ace of Wands, right? Take your interests and passions seriously as you commit time and energy to their development. You know what's interesting is I just did Taurus, and they had the Ace of Wands in the exact same position. So if you're Taurus strong in your chart, you've got a lot of stuff going on here. Wow. All right. So maybe this is an Earth thing. I'm trying to remember what I had for Virgo, but I did them earlier. When you live as your true self, doing work that has meaning for you, you are helping many more beings than you realize. Your inner light has a positive, contagious effect and lights up the lives of those around you. So let yourself shine. We just got that on that leadership card. Do not be afraid of hard work. I mean, we're talking to Capricorn. That seems silly. But also make time to enjoy your life. That would be something you have to tell us. So there is a distinct need for what you have to offer. So whatever it is that excites you, that lights you up, that you're passionate about, you're going to have to put your shoulder into the wheel. You're going to have to do the work. You're going to have to show up. You have to walk away from things that don't work for you. But it'll be easier because you're walking towards something that really lights you up, that's very exciting, and it drives you. And don't forget, your underlying energy is the King of Pentacles. You are the boss. You know how to be the boss of your life and of all of your dreams and your goals. And so all you have to do, Capricorn, is be Capricorn. And again, this timing card of the expansion in the summer. So again, patience, patience, patience. But this isn't patience while waiting. This is working to make the time go faster until we get to the summer. So really focusing on your priorities. What can you do today that moves you forward, that gets you closer to the dream, that gets you closer to the goal? What can you do today? And that is how you're going to win this month. That's really how you win life. All right, Capricorn, be sure to leave a comment. That's how you get in the drawing for the free reading. I'm on Facebook every day where I do the astrology in a little more detail, really get into it over there. And thank you for being here. I truly appreciate you, speaking of counting our blessings. And make sure that you are subscribed and that you hit that notification bell so that you know when I upload the next video, because that success video I'm pretty excited about. All right, I will see you guys soon. Take good care.